Thank you so much. Our next speaker is Professor Inaba.
Yes.
Part 2.
Yes, part 2. My next presentation is Russia-Japanese negotiation on the Brink of collapse and the U.S. mediation. Because it's when 5 years ago I read the one Russian scholar's article about the Osmas Peace Treaty, and in that article, Russian scholar says that it's Roosevelt is pro-Russian. But I completely believe that Roosevelt should be pro-Japanese. But what does happen then? It's a very big question for me. And it's I also read the Roosevelt's letters published in the Harvard University Press. It is written that Roosevelt was introduced there, that Roosevelt introduced by himself, that I speak as an earnest well-wisher of Russia. But in the official diplomatic history of Japanese diplomatic history, it's called Komura Gaikoshi, that it is written that Roosevelt gave a lot of profitable advices, and the Harvard University Press read Roosevelt's letter that I am a true friend of Japan. Roosevelt was a pro-Japanese or pro-Russian, or both, or my feeling was like that pro-Japanese means that there's something anti-Russian. And most of Japanese thought like that, but was Roosevelt is so one? It's my biggest question. So, and the final session of the peace negotiations, it's the head of the Japanese delegation is Chuharu Komura. And the head of the Russian delegation is Selbegite. And it's something chronicles I just told is that it's outbreak of the Russo-Japanese War is the 10th of February, but it's Japanese was something always advancing the war, and the 1st of January 1905, Port Arthur was surrendered by Japanese army, and 1st and 10th of March, the Battle of Mukden, the Russian army withdrew from Mukden, and Japan occupied the Mukdens. But Russia didn't acknowledge its defeat. And the Japanese army is planned to crush all of Russian army, but the Japanese army would not repeal Russian army in Harbin anymore, because it's not anymore powers of fight against Russia. So on 27th and 8th, the Battle of Tsushima, Japanese great triumph. But at the beginning of June, Japan asked Roosevelt the mediation of peace, and Roosevelt accepted the mediation and asked Russian side, and in August, the peace negotiation was in Portsmouth and concluded. The treaty is 5th of September, and October 15th and 16th, the both ratify the peace treaty and the end of war. And the mediator is Roosevelt and here is Nicholas II. It's also stressed. So now I start to talk a little bit about the negotiations. It's 18th of August. Japanese, Komura proposed that Russia should seize the southern Sakhalin because already Japan occupied all of Sakhalin. But Japan returned the northern Sakhalin, but Russia paid some kind of reparations. But August 19th, Tsar Nicholas said, not 1 inch of land, not a ruble. So then it's Roosevelt mediation. Tsar accepted the cession of southern Sakhalin. And 25th, US-Japanese Sagamore Hill meeting. It's a Kaneko visited the Sagamore Hill. And Roosevelt advised the withdrawal of reparations. But Roosevelt never informed the cession of southern Sakhalin. Why? Is again the question. And Komura planned for rupturing the negotiations at that time. And Komura planned to changing the place of next negotiation from Portsmouth to somewhere, New York or somewhere. And bitter tactics was postpone to show the compromise as long as possible. He is also a tough negotiator. And August 28th, Tokyo in cabinet meeting with Empire and decided that accept the peace without the cession of Sakhalin nor reparations. So, but a few hours later, a British minister in Tokyo informed that Tsar decided to seize southern Sakhalin on 23rd. Oh, we didn't know at all. So now we know. Okay, we changed the decision so we can get the southern Sakhalin. So a wire from Tokyo to Portsmouth and to Komura and accept peace on no reparation, but we can get the southern Sakhalin. But again, it's a question of why didn't Roosevelt inform the Russian compromise? He should be a pro-Japanese. But on the other hand, Roosevelt stood as a complete neutral stance. But his neutral stance is not legal in international laws. But rather practical means that it's Russia, it's United States, it's secretly exported arms to those international law says a state declared neutrality must not export any arms to the Belgian country, but United States. 5 submarines to Russia and Japan, but not only submarines. Other arms Japan imported from the United States also. So now it's I don't know why. And I would like to ask all of the audience that it's why Roosevelt didn't informed to the Russian compromise to Japanese delegation, and one is Roosevelt prepared this SIM card. He's maybe the very good card player, and he's concealing this SIM card somewhere, and he prepared for the next or final table of negotiation. It's one. And second is Roosevelt thought that Japan had got too much territories already. Japan got all of Korea. And southern Saharin, southern Manchuria also Japan occupied. So Roosevelt thought Japan had already too much territory, need not anymore southern Saharin, or as Roosevelt was a real peace feeler and to get a peace, want to get a peace and fight between Russia and Japan. Or I'd like to ask our audience. Okay, thanks for your listening.
Thank you so much.